Hi, hello everyone. My name is Ju. Hope you all are doing well. In this video, we'll be discussing questions very similar to Azure AI-102 certification. We'll walk through the question, discuss each and every options in detail, and figure out the correct answer. So if you're preparing for AI-102 certification, feel free to watch the videos in this series. Now, a basic knowledge of Azure AI services will be helpful for you to understand these questions better. Now, the link to the training which I watched to prepare for the certification will be given in the description box below. This training was very helpful for me and it helped me to pass the exam in the very first attempt. I would highly recommend this training if you're preparing for Azure AI-102 certification. Now, to the format of the question. A code snippet is provided and based on the code, we have to select the correct statements present in the option. Now the question, you are building a solution that students will use to find references for essays. You use the following code to start building the solution. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise select no. Now there are 3 statements provided. Now let us break down the question. What are the keywords? So the use of the code is to find a reference for essays. The students will use the code to find references for essays. And a C# code is provided. Now let us break down the code. So in the code, we are calling the text analytics client. So it is regarding Azure AI Language Text Analytics service. Now we are passing the key endpoint and calling the text analytics client. And the method we are using is recognize linked entities. And this is the input text. Our tour guide took us to the Space Needle during our trip to Seattle last week. So that's the input text. Now, what are the options given? The code will detect the language of documents. The URL attribute returned for each linked entity will be a Bing search link. The matches attribute returned for each linked entity will provide the location in a document where the entity is referenced. Now, we have to find out whether these statements are true or false. Now, let us get into the documentation. So, Azure AI Language is a natural language processing service for understanding and analyzing text. These are the available features in Azure AI Language. And here, one among the feature is entity linking. And entity linking is a pre-configured feature that disambiguates the identity of entities found in unstructured text and returns links to Wikipedia. So it will identify entities present in the input text and will return links to Wikipedia. So note this, it will return links to Wikipedia. So here is an example given. It has figured out this entity and provided the link. So there are 4 entities recognized in this given input text. So if we go into this URL, again, it is for identifying entities and providing the Wikipedia link to these entities. And here, for example, in the sentence, we went to Seattle last week. The word Seattle would be identified with a link to more information on Wikipedia. Then if you go to this link, so this is how we do the entity linking. Here, we can see the C# code. We're calling the text analytics client, recognize linked entities, passing the text. And this is the output. This is how the output looks. There will be linked entity. There will be a Wikipedia link provided with a confidence score of the recognized entity. And also it will output the offset, which means where that particular entity is present in the given chunk of text. So if it is present in the 410th position, the offset is 410. If it is in the first, the offset will be given as 0. So it will provide the offset of that entity in the given text. Now let us get back into the question. The first statement is the code will detect the language of the document. Will it detect the language of the document? No, it won't detect. So if you want to detect the language, we have to call the detect language feature of Azure AI Language service. The URL attribute returned for each linked entity will be a Bing search link. Is that statement true? No, that statement is not correct. The link will be a Wikipedia URL, not a Bing search link. Now the next option is the matches attribute returned for each linked entity will provide the location in a document where the entity is referenced. Is that true? Yes, it is true. It will output the offset of that entity where that entity is present in the given text. So that statement is true. So the correct answer is the first one is no. The second one is false. Again, no. The third one is correct. Yes. Now, what did we learn from this video? We learned about the features of linked entities of text analytics service present in Azure AI Language. So if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.